Hi there. Today we're going to be talking about everyone's favorite feminist Gorgon icon, Medusa. Because you see, women, especially feminist women, they love Medusa. And why wouldn't they? I mean, she does have the power to turn the patriarchy into stone, after all. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm sure some of you have seen this article floating around. Newly unveiled Medusa statue in Manhattan sends Me Too message. And here's the statue. Not exactly my cup of tea. I'm not into the whole, I have to have a woman holding a man's head, revenge, whatever they want to do it. This is supposed to be commentary on sexual assault. I don't know about that. If that were the case, I would think Poseidon's head would be in her hand and not Perseus's, but, I don't know. So let's go ahead and read this tweet. Whoa, a 7-foot tall bronze sculpture of Medusa with the head of Perseus will be installed across the street from the 100 Center Street, Manhattan's criminal courthouse this weekend, a commentary on the hashtag #MeToo movement. Now, the reason why this is going to be placed across the street from this particular courthouse is because that courthouse just so happened to be the courthouse where the Harvey Weinstein trial took place. Hence the Me Too movement reference. Now, you would think women, with their love of Medusa and the fact that now it is she that is holding Perseus's head and not the other way around, that they would love this. But of course they don't, and that just proves you can't make women happy, and I have the receipts to show. If this is supposed to be so empowering for women, why is Medusa so skinny? I gotta answer that one real quick, because she's a fucking snake. And pubeless. This seems more like some man's fantasy than a statement, a commentary on sexual assault. Of course it had to be done by a man. All I gotta say to this one is, of course it is, because even though I don't like it, I don't agree with it, it still is a work of art, and let's face it, men are better at art than women. Look it up if you don't believe me. Yep, a naked sculpture of a Medusa just screams hashtag Me Too. The statue is beautiful, but to attach it to the Me Too movement is ridiculous. It had to be a man who did this. I can't see any decent woman using this statue as a hashtag Me Too symbol. The funny thing is there are actually a lot of women that do agree with this. You don't really see a lot of their tweets because they get lost in all of this nonsense, but it doesn't matter because they're not decent. So much for female empowerment and lifting one another up there, huh, ladies? Yes, it is ridiculous. If you want her to be a symbol of female empowerment, put some clothes on her. Put her in clothes and a naked Perseus body at her feet, and then we've got some real empowerment. You know, the thing I find funny about this is a lot of feminists want it to be legal for women to walk around topless. They say it's empowering and they should be allowed to do so. Yet now they're freaking out about titties because a man created a statue that was topless. Why does Medusa have no body hair? Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here, even though I'm not really that well versed in Greek mythology, and say the reason why Medusa doesn't have any body hair is because she's a Gorgon that just happens to be half fucking snake. And the last time I checked, no snake or any other reptile for that matter has fucking hair. Nor labia. This is the comment that was underneath the hair one. Oh my God, when I saw this, I fucking died laughing. Well, let's see. Why doesn't this statue have a labia? I don't know, but I'll tell you what would happen if it did. You all would be freaking out. And why is that? You're freaking out that this statue shows boobies. You're freaking out that this statue doesn't have pubes. But you're wondering why there's no labia. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if this statue had a labia? These women would be going out of their fucking minds. Not only the women, how do I put this? The Gorgons that wouldn't need strap-ons, yeah, they'd be freaking out too. For those of you that don't know what I mean, I'm talking about the transmissions that don't go into vehicles. They would be freaking the fuck out. Because remember, they're women too. Why does she have to be naked? I don't understand art. And when I saw this one, I also thought it was kind of funny because of course women don't understand art anymore because they think things are art when they are not art, like lesbian dance theory. I know some people think that gender studies falls under science, but it's not a fucking science at all. So I would consider that one of the arts. And because women spend so much time focusing on that type of art, they don't understand that in real art, the reason why this Medusa just may be depicted as being naked is because most characters from Greek mythology were naked. Okay, look it up. There's at least a couple statues of Perseus holding Medusa's head, and guess what? He's fucking naked. Yeah, these people vote. Okay, I'm going to show you one more. And the reason why I'm going to do this is because I just want to do this to show a point. And that point is, yes, I do tend to attach, or mention, I should say, race in a lot of my talks. And the reason I do so is because here, with this climate, you cannot fucking get away from it no matter what it is about. Okay? We're talking about Medusa. We're talking about Me Too. We're talking about nudity from a statue and a few other things, okay? And race still has to be brought up here. The feminist activist Wagatwi Wanjuki, I have no idea if I pronounced that right, who has written extensively on violence against women, wrote on Twitter, "Me Too was started by a black woman, but a sculpture of a European character by a dude is the commentary that gets centered." Sigh. Okay? So I just want to throw that one out there. So I guess if we've learned anything from this, don't fucking side with these things, these feminists. Don't be an ally to them. Because just like this artist, okay? If you think you're doing the right thing, you're not. Because just like Medusa, at the first opportunity, they turn you to stone. And that's that. You guys have a good one.